Big Stevie Cool has officially left the building. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Having to go this one solo for today and for the foreseeable future because I've just been told by one half of Fog Wrestling that he will never review or talk about NXT. Well, I don't know about talk about NXT, but he's not going to review any more NXT in its current glory. And I use the term glory loosely because there's no glory in wrestling these days. But yeah, he's done with NXT. He won't talk about NXT. I look at Jordan Grace here and I'm thinking, I don't fucking blame him. Look at the absolute state of that. Why is this steroid freak getting pushed to the top? We need the Blake Monroes of this world. It's not the I'm on steroids and my tits have shriveled up and I sound like a man, Jordan Grace. But here, is what it is, guys. NXT, this is a recap. I didn't watch it either. NXT, it's a tough watch, isn't it? It's an unbearable watch, man. It's almost impossible. But here, what wrestler isn't impossible to watch? So we have the commentators, Vic Joseph, Booker T, and Corey Graves. Ring announcer Mike Rome takes us into the show tonight. And the first match is Joe Hendry, the local hero. So Joe Hendry comes down the prestigious one. He takes on Wes Lee with the high rise. I don't even know who the high rise are, but Joe Hendry gets the win. So, big Joe Hendry. Say his name and he appears. Where's Trick Williams? I don't know, but Henry Trick looks like it's going to be at the great... actually, is it not at the TNA pay-per-view? Can't remember. It should be at the TNA pay-per-view because it's a fucking TNA World Championship. It's not an NXT Championship. It's about time TNA actually put their foot down and told WWE, stop giving us shit and giving us our title back. Right. Tatum Paxley's backstage. She doesn't know why So Ruka and Saria pulled her away from Dame's corner. Who cares? Who fucking cares? I mean, I like Tatum Paxley, but this story's doing absolutely nothing for me. And I just cannot stand Saria just standing there looking like an absolute freak. All the face paint just looks like another Jordan Grace, just another freak show bastard, another unattractive female, another muscular, masculine looking bitch. Like we need more Stacey Keeplers and Trish Stratuses and Tori Wilsons in this world, and less of people like this. This is why wrestling's going down the fucking toilet. You need to remember who are you catering for here? It's the 18 to 49 male demographic, and I get it. Most of the wrestling fans that are left watching this crap, they're all nerds, they're all gay, they probably want pegged by Rhea Ripley and Jordan Grace and women that look like that, but the majority of men don't. So you should cater to the majority and not the minority, and WWE have catered to the minority, and that's why their ratings are absolute shite. That's why WWE is pretty much the least relevant that it's ever been, because you cater to this minority, freak show, loser fan base when you should be trying to get the cool people back into wrestling. But I think that's beyond that, man. Cool people ain't watching wrestling these days. Right, we get a segment, Tony D, Luca and Stacks. Ends with Luca punching Tony D, apparently. He punched Stacks as well. He says, aye, my loyalties lie with Luca. So Luca's loyalties lie with Luca. Congratulations. We get an interview backstage with Obafemi. Did not listen to what he had to say. We then got Miles Bourne versus Lexis King. Miles Bourne wins. Lexis King feels like an absolute jobber. What has happened to this kid? I don't know. Third match, we get Thea Hale versus Lainey Reed. Lainey Reed sounds like a porn star or something like that. She defeats Thea Hale. Not sure why. Did she do it with some shenanigans? I mean, maybe. But I don't know who Lainey Reed is. And I don't know why she's beating Thea Hale. But she did, so there you go. Then Ren Sinclair is glad that Tavian Heights is still part of the No Quarter Catch crew. So, I don't know why. Charlie Dempsey says he's got one more chance or something like that. I mean, who cares? This group is fucking awful. NXT is awful. Who can like this? Apart from the fact they've got, for the most part, attractive women on the roster. I mean, there's nothing else to like about NXT. Absolutely not. We then got a Jasper Troy promo. Don't care what he said. Wasn't interested. Then we got Sol Ruka versus Saria versus Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley. Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley win. Congratulations. We then have Ricky Saints and Ethan Page in Ava's locker room. I don't know. They're going to make a match, apparently, for this belt. A gauntlet match or some shit like that. We get a Chase University vignette. I used to like these Chase University vignettes, but, I mean, that was years ago. They've not advanced. They've not moved forward. They've not done anything. You know, we went through that story where Andrew Chase was bankrupt, Chase University was bankrupt, he lost control, he lost leadership, he lost all his power, and now they've just kind of went 360, and now he's back in charge, and they're just doing the same shite they were doing 4 years ago. I don't get it. That doesn't really make sense to me. And I just think these segments are pretty much all the recycled crap. And that's the problem you've got. I mean, he's repeating the same shit he was doing about 4 years ago. 4 years? Why are you still on development? Now, some people say, well, the Chase University gimmick doesn't work on the main roster. Why not? Why fucking not? Or at least, why are the people that were in Chase U, why are they not in the main roster? Why is Fia Hale still in NXT? Doesn't make any sense to me. Probably doesn't make any sense to most people. Garbage. Then we got Kelly Kincaid backstage with Joe Hendry and Mike Santana. 2 TNA guys. Apparently, we're getting a triple threat for the TNA World Championship match. So, it's going to be a contract signing at Great American Bash. I don't know why Santana is getting put into the title mix here. I think Santana says that Hendry's a cornball, but he represents TNA to the max. I don't understand this. I thought it was Hendry getting a title shot, but now Santana's getting chucked in there. So, yep, this one-on-one match is now going to be a triple threat. And instead of the contract signing being on TNA, they're having to put it on NXT Great American Bash. So once again, WWE making sure they get something. They might not be getting the actual match, but they make sure they get the contract signing. What big things are happening on TNA, by the way? From an NXT standpoint, what big things are happening? From an NXT perspective, nothing. Is Obafemi going to NXT to do a contract signing or to have a match? No. But we've got all the best people for TNA, all the top people for TNA having to turn up on WWE NXT. Such a one-sided partnership here. Then Inamura defeats Jasper Troy. He'll go on. He'll face Obafemi at Great American Bash. I mean, this Obafemi run is absolutely abysmal. There's just nobody left on NXT that's interesting. And if you've got no interesting opponents, then guess what? Your title reign is not going to be interesting. Then we go and we get a Jordan Grace Fatal Influence segment. Fatal Influence, I don't know what they said. They probably said, look at the size of your muscles, you big steroid man-looking freak. And then we get Blake Monroe. Blake Monroe comes out, helps Jordan Grace clear the ring, and then Blake Monroe is standing alongside Jordan Grace, and that is the end of the show. So, yeah, what's Monroe done since being in NXT? Pretty much absolutely nothing. We're getting Jordan Grace versus the champion, whose name I kept, JC Jane. We're getting that at Evolution 2. Just uninteresting, guys. Can't lie, can't sit here and deny the truth, can't say that I think this is great, can't, put a spin on it. I think this is awful. I can't stand NXT. It's just so uninteresting. It's filled with absolute jobbers. I mean, at least on Raw and SmackDown, you might get the odd decent guy. I mean, there's nobody decent on NXT. There is some eye candy, but I mean, that's not enough. It's not enough. I can't sit here and watch NXT for 2 hours every week and pretend it's great because, there's some attractive women on the show. They don't act attractive, though, you know what I mean? They don't use sex. It's just women that happen to be attractive on the show. It's not enough. It's not enough. And then you look at the main event scene, you've got fucking bums like Obafemi. You got bums like, Jab, me no speak English, Nakamura, Inamura, me no speak English, but we come for the NXT title. I don't give a fuck if you come for the NXT title, mate, go back to Japan, you suck. You've got Jasper Troy, some big fucking bum, some buffoon from LFG. What's this guy offer? Absolutely hee-haw. Then you had Miles Bourne compete for the title. I can't understand, I'm deaf. What the fuck? Right? It's cool this guy's getting to live out his dream. Right? That's great and all that, but come on! This guy would never have been a star under McMahon. You had to look the part, you had to be the part, and I'm sorry, no one's taking it serious, man. This deaf guy is a world champion. But we live in this era now where he probably will be, and I'm sure we'll get a trans champion soon as well. Why not? That's probably what's going to happen. WWE, buddy. Anyway, bring back McMahon. And I've nothing against Miles Bourne, but I just can't really take this guy seriously. Or all these Japanese people that can't speak fucking English either. Anyway, that's it, guys. Till next time. Shite recap, but is what it is. Peace.